Alright? Here, have you ever heard of France? There's a place called France, right? It's only about 23 miles off England. You can get on the boat and go into France. You'll be there in fucking, I don't know, not much time at all. 23 miles away from England. This place called France. And it's got a fascinating history. Do you know France got rid of their royal family? Chopped the fucking heads off. Well, the English did that as well once, but they only chopped one bloke. They only chopped the head off one bloke. They left the rest to fucking come back and ruin it all. But anyway, France, right? France has a trade union movement, a working class movement. It's smaller than the British trade union movement. Smaller, and yet it gets a lot more done. It's more militant, and it fights back more often and harder. Why is that? Why is France, with a smaller trade union movement than Britain, why is it more likely to win, more likely to fight and win? Why? What's going on? Surely Britain, with a bigger trade union movement, should be stronger. The working class of Britain should be stronger and more militant, but it's not. It's the opposite. They say in France, the government fears the people. The government of France fears the fucking people, fears the working class, because the working class fight back. They fucking fight and they get what they want. Whereas in Britain, the people fears the government. Now why? What happened? How's that the case? What's going on? I'll tell you, one word. Thatcher. France has never had a Thatcher. What did Thatcher do in Britain? She fucking rolled back the progress that was made over decades. Working class progress rolled back, reversed. Decades and decades of progress reversed. Because Thatcher was kind of a revolutionary for the ruling class. She came down on the working class hard, with strategy and tactics. Oh, she knew her stuff. Fucking clever. She was a great leader, but only for the ruling class. She was the enemy of the British working class. She took on the trade unions in what they called the salami strategy. Sliced up the trade unions bit by bit. She took them on piece by piece and defeated them one by one until she got her way with the working class, and she transformed society in the interests of the ruling class, of the rich elite. And ever since Thatcher, we've been having a wealth reversal, a wealth redistribution from the poor to the rich. Prior to Thatcher, it was the other way around. The wealth was being redistributed from the rich to the working class, but Thatcher reversed that. And ever since Thatcher, it's been going the other way, and the working class has been getting poorer. And France never had that. France never had a Thatcher or a leader who decimated the power of trade unions, decimated the power of the working class, and reversed a lot of the progress made by the working class. France never had that. So still today in France, you have this powerful trade union movement that will fight and quite often fucking wins. And so the working class people in France are better off than in Britain. They're better off. And, you know, not just in France, but in other European countries, they're better off. Britain has the worst state pension in Europe. Do you know that? The worst state pension. What's that all about? Our fucking elderly working class people being fucking robbed. Honestly, it's fucking wrong, man. The working class of Britain needs to find its feet again, needs to build its confidence, needs to gain victories, small victories maybe, but ultimately big victories. We need to find the strength we once had. I mean, the numbers of people in unions, that needs to increase. And the fight back from the unions, that needs to intensify. We need to be more like France, more like the French working class. And then we'll get things, you know, we'll make things better for us. We'll win a fairer share of the economic pie. Once again, we'll tax the rich and we'll force redistribution of wealth. Once again, the rich will have to pay for things for us. I mean, fuck's sake, we create the wealth in the first place. It's our wealth. It's not the fucking rich elite's wealth. They don't make it, we make it, they steal it. So, taxing them, hey, they should think themselves fucking lucky that we just want to tax them. Because if we had a revolution, we'd fucking get rid of them. What was it? Who was it said? It was a politician stood up in Parliament after World War II, I think it was. I forget his name now. I think he was a Conservative. And he said, give them social reform or they will give us social revolution. What he meant by that was, give the working class a few crumbs, you know, a health service, council housing, comprehensive education, benefit system, give them social reform to appease them, to keep them happy, or they will give us social revolution. The working class will rise up and take the power back from the rich and take the wealth from the rich. And the last thing they want is a revolution, because they'll be gone. They'll be gone. There will be no ruling class after that. So, yeah, I've lost my train of thought now. What was I on about? France, how did I get onto this? Whatever. The point is, the working class in France is better organised, more militant, more likely to fight and win. And the British ruling, fucking hell, man. The British working class isn't like that because of Thatcher and Thatcherism and what that did. How it reduced the numbers of people in unions, especially in the private sector. How it decimated the power of the unions. How it spread ideas of individualism. You know, it made people think that they were middle class when they weren't middle class. They were just being filled with individualist nonsense. Private mortgages and all this, and fucking, you know, credit cards, debt. You're not well off if you're in a lot of debt, by the way. You're not. It's debt. You owe somebody that money. You're not better off. You're just in more debt. So stop thinking you're fucking well off if you've got a mortgage and a fucking bank loan and credit cards and, you know what I mean? You're not well off. You're just in mountains of fucking debt. And that's where they want you, because that's a ball and chain around your fucking neck. I'm lucky. Oh God, I'm lucky. I realise I'm lucky. I've got no debt. Oh, I tell you what, when my mortgage was paid off, oh, what a relief, man. And then my credit cards gone. I've got no debt. And it's not freedom, but it fucking feels a lot more like freedom. No fucking debt. And I'm going to try and avoid debt for the rest of my life, because I hate debt. But yeah, none of us should be in debt, man. We should all have enough money to live on. And we should all have the things we need in life. And in France, you're more likely to have those things without being in debt. Because, as I say, the French working class, they take no fucking shit, man. They take no fucking shit. They take no footing shit. Oh, anyway, I'm going to leave this video there. But yeah, think about the French, man. Think about the French working class and how great it is and how shit we are. How piss weak we are because we're all divided. Thatcher. Oh, fucking Thatcher. I still fucking hate Thatcher. Anyway, bonjour.